Okay, let's take a look at some of my Star Wars helmet collection. This isn't all of them. This is most of them, but not all of them. We'll go through one in each one in detail in a minute. But just to give you a sort of a quick overview of some of them, there are still some that aren't here, which will become apparent in a minute. But yeah, I think it's not a bad Star Wars helmet collection. Now, all the views and everything I say are my own opinions. Okay, so there are going to be some people that are going to disagree. There are going to be some people that say that helmet's rubbish, that helmet's wrong, the shape's wrong, this is wrong, that's wrong. I agree. Okay, this is not about being movie accurate. I have got some movie accurate helmets as well, which we'll show you in a minute. None of the movie accurate ones are on here, by the way. So yeah, let's have a look at them each individually. Let's go over what we've got, and then in further detail, have a closer inspection, and I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, let's start with the Hasbro Black Series Stormtrooper helmet. Well, it was a Stormtrooper helmet. It's now a Sand Trooper helmet. Yeah, it was nice. I liked it, but it was a bit stark white, and I've got a lot of normal Stormtrooper helmets, so I thought, why not weather it up a little bit? I think it looks okay. Again, this isn't movie accurate. We all know that. Like with the indentations where the tube stripes are, they weren't like that. They were decals. But this is taken from the modern day Stormtroopers, so the mold actually, from that perspective, is actually very good. The biggest issue with this is, obviously, if you can see, with this battery pack went here, so you've got this massive, great battery pack to compartment. I've actually sealed it down. Obviously, you could talk, and so it had a microphone in it, a speaker, sorry. But as a base helmet, it's got the green lenses. I don't know if you can see the green lenses. Got the green lenses in it. The overall shape's very good. It is symmetrical. But I actually like it. I think it's a pretty decent helmet, and let's face it, it's a Stormtrooper, right? If you didn't know any different, and you was at a costuming party and someone had this on, it's a Stormtrooper all day long. Again, as I said at the start of the video, all the views are on my own. There's no need for any negative comments, please. We're just going through my collection, and I'm quite proud of the collection I have, and it's just nice to have a look at them. So the Hasbro Black Series Stormtrooper stroke Sand Trooper, not a bad helmet at all. This helmet here, I believe, I might be getting this wrong, is called an RT mod. I'm sure it's an RT mod. So I've had this helmet for years and years and years. One thing you'll probably notice straight away is how small it is. It's tiny. Luckily, I've got a pea head. Even though I've still got padding in it, I've got such a small little head. It's so small. Now, there is lineage, can't say that, lineage to the screen use helmet from this. Now, what I mean by that is, from what I know of RT mod, that it goes back, way back from an original mold of an original mold, something like that. Now, this is obviously based on the ESB. I've done this in an ESB style. I like it. It's got a slightly off-white, so it's not stark white, which they weren't in the original movies. Especially in Empire Strikes Back, the paint had faded. They'd given it a fresh coat of paint, I think, but it wasn't a stark white. It's actually a very nice helmet. I use it for trooping. I had the intercom system in there, the speaker system and everything else. I've taken it out now, but that's still in there. It was a great helmet for me to troop in. Does it look a little bit small? Yes. Is it a bit small? Yes. It's quite soft in the details, but again, it's probably third, fourth generation recast, I should imagine. But again, it's a Stormtrooper helmet. It still looks lovely. I still like this, having this on my shelf. I think it's a great looking helmet, and there is screen lineage there, sort of way back, so a bit more screen accurate than the Hasbro Black Series. So that's my RT mod. I think it's called RT mod. The next, let's stick on the Stormtrooper theme just for a minute. Now this one has no screen lineage whatsoever. This is a fan-made Return of the Jedi helmet. It's very thin. It's faded a little bit over the years, more so on the faceplate. The back's still really stark. Look how white it is, like toilet bowl stark white, this one. I still like, I mean, it's got the voice code as a separate piece. You might not be able to tell, but that's just glued on. It's not even in the mold. If you look in the back, then you can really see. It's not even in the mold. It's just stuck on. It's okay. No, it's okay. Again, it's a Stormtrooper helmet. The ears are far too fat. This bit here needs trimming out. They're too wide. I don't know why this piece is here. Same the other side. It's like they forgot to trim that piece out. It's like they're separate pieces glued on as well. It's like something that's almost too perfect. Does that make sense? It's kind of too perfect. But does it have the Return of the Jedi pinch sort of look to it? Yes. Is it a Stormtrooper helmet? Yes. Could you troop in it? Not for the 501st, no, but could you troop in it? I mean, I've got the line in it. Could you? Absolutely. And again, is it a Stormtrooper helmet? Yes. So, 2 secs. Let's spin you round. So, there's those Stormtrooper helmets we just spoke about there. Let's go and have a little wander into the games room. The games room is probably a mess, by the way, so just ignore it. We are going to take down this bad boy off the shelf. Now we're going to talk about screen lineage. Let's cut now and we'll come back to this one in a moment. So, probably one of the best money you can buy is the RS props. How big it is compared to the, I'll put it next to the Return of the Jedi one in a minute. This is cast off the original helmet, not off an original cast of a cast. It's cast from an original screen used helmet. Simon from RS Props had it in his possession for years and years and years. He wore it to a fancy dress competition and didn't even win. He comes second. I think he had the leg pieces the wrong way around. But anyway, that's where the cast come from. RS Props make one of the best helmet, I believe. It's got all the lumps, you probably can't see it. It's got all the lumps and bumps that are supposed to be there. They haven't smoothed it out. They've left every defect in there. It's asymmetrical. It's not straight, which they never was. You can move the brow up or down, keep it sort of slightly there or slightly higher. Just a beautiful piece, nice and light, as it was in the day. Is it acetate? Acetate? I can't remember what that's called. The green lens material with the sort of star-shaped piece of sponge and the neck strap. Most people, I don't think people know, they actually had just a neck strap in them. That's as per the original. This helmet, even here, it's even got the dent look. So if you look at Simon's original, that this is cast from, he's got the dent in here as well. I can't remember how much this was. 300, 450, I don't know, £500 I think. Well worth it. So if you look at that, compared to the Return of the Jedi that we had earlier, if I'm going to do this, it's so small. Basically, look how pinched and small that is, and look how sort of wide and fat that bad boy is. That is a Stormtrooper helmet, isn't it? That's how they should be. So it comes with a certificate of authenticity as well. RS Props, yeah, just you can't. I don't think you can top it personally. Again, my own personal opinion. Okay, let's move on. These are some of the sort of lesser, these are just more shelf fillers, if you want to call it that. So Mandalorian, you can tell how small it is, because there's my hand, look how small it is, it's tiny. This is a Temu AliExpress special, I can't remember where I got it from. AliExpress, I don't know, somewhere like that, Temu, I don't know. Can't remember. Does it look like Mandalorian? Yes. Is it too small? Yes. Does it fit my head? Yes. Padded it out a little bit inside, just basic padding just to make it fit. It's a Mandalorian helmet, right? It's got a sort of slightly dull look to it now. It was polished at one point, but I think I used like a graphite paste, and I think just from handling it, it's come off. It's still got a bit of a shine. So that's the Mando, that's the clean version. Again, these aren't screen accurate, no, they're shelf fillers, they look good on the shelf. And this is I weathered this one up, so they were both exactly the same when I got them. I just put a few blaster marks in it and just weathered it up slightly, just a little bit, just to give it a bit of dirt and grime. And just for a bit of fun, I had a little light on there, got a little laser pointer, just to give it a bit of something. I wore it to a fancy dress and people loved it. Again, to the untrained eye, did anyone know that this was undersized and not the right size and all that? No, everyone was like, oh my god, it's Mandalorian. So nice. I think it's about 50 quid. So again, they're shelf fillers, right? So it's got those two. They're not supposed to be screen accurate whatsoever. So let's stick with that sort of theme. This is from the Disney store in London. I did all the detail on this. So when I got this, it was clean. It was a clean version. And I just got a Dremel. This needs to be slightly, I think it needs to be slightly brighter red, but maybe I'm wrong. Just took a Dremel to it, roughed it up with some sandpaper, put some weathering and stuff on it, and I think actually it came out all right. And again, it's a shelf, sits on the shelf in my games room. Again, people, they go, oh my god, it's Kylo Ren. They don't really know any different. It's a great little helmet to have as a shelf filler. And just one nice one to have in the collection, right? So sticking on that Disney store theme, I believe this is from the Disney store. Yeah, the Disney store. So again, just when I got this, obviously it was plain stark white. I like the idea, you know, the blood when he gets the blood down his face from the dying person, whoever's dying, someone. I can't remember the scene, but you know what I mean, don't you? And weathered it up. There was obviously with a speaker where you can voice change and all that. I never really used any of that, but I think it looks okay from the front. It's quite nice. Again, it sits on the shelf. It's not a full helmet, so it sits against the wall, so it looks kind of full when it's sitting there. Yeah, quite happy with that. Again, it's just nice to have on the shelf, right? Sticking to that theme. This is black. Is this Black Series? I can't even remember where half these are from. Clone Trooper helmet. Again, it was bright white when I got it. This was years ago. Me and my daughter one night was bored, and she said, "Dad, can we wear one of your helmets?" I said, "One of your Stormtrooper helmets?" I said, "Yep." So we put a blaster mark on it, melted it down a little bit, roughed it up into the plastic with a lighter, I think. And actually, do you know, and I think it still works.
All forward positions are advancing.
Yeah.
Ignition always comes first, sir. Roger that, sir.
Roger
All
that.
clear, General.
Still works. Is that how you turn it on?
The droid army is in full retreat.
I don't know. Oh, it's on there.
Come on, hurry.
Yeah, anyway, still works. So come out quite nice. I quite like it. I think it's, again, sits on the shelf, looks good. People come in, they go, oh, it's a Stormtrooper helmet or Clone Trooper helmet. Okay, let's move on to Darth Vader. Let me make some space, 2 seconds. Okay, we're going to start with one that's quite controversial. And again, as I said in the start, please no negative comments. Everyone's going to hate on something. This is all just about having a bit of fun, looking at someone's private mask collection. This one is the Ruby Supreme. It is fucking huge. It is massive. Why the neck flares out like that, I don't know. Anyway, so again, from the untrained eye, is that Darth Vader? Absolutely. Now, I painted it. It did not come with the two-tone black. I painted that myself. This was all one black, one colour. It looks so much better. I just painted it by hand. Just painting it, lifted it and made it look so much better, because it literally looked like just a black piece of plastic. I changed the lenses as well. The lenses in there, basically you couldn't see anything. These you can actually see they're really clear. It looks like we're looking for a pair of sunglasses. So I changed the lenses as well. I've had this years, and when I say years, I mean years and years and years. I don't know if you can tell, but it gets scratched so easy. It's such a, I don't know, like a cheap plastic. It just gets scratched easy. Now, again, not screen accurate. Far too wide, the helmet's too big, but it looks like Darth Vader, right? But the most important part of this helmet for me, why I like this helmet still, and why I won't get rid of this helmet, is because of that. To Lee, Dave Prowse is Darth Vader. I was lucky enough to meet Dave Prowse on several occasions, actually. So I used to be a member of the 501st, not when it very first started, but way back, sort of in the 2003, 4, 5, that sort of era. And I was there for years and years and years, and we did a lot of conferences and lots of memorabilia and exhibitions and stuff with Kenny Baker, Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca, C-3PO, Anthony Daniels, and a load of other people. Warwick Davis as well. So anyway, I was lucky enough to meet Dave Prowse on several occasions, and he signed that for me for free as well, bless him, by the way. So, and all the little details on that I did that. That didn't come like that. Again, this is just my take on it. It looks cool. I like it anyway. And again, when you show it to people, they go, oh, God, it's Darth Vader, and it's signed by him. So that's why I won't ever get rid of this. Is it screen accurate? No. But I like it for what it is. Then we go over to the Black Series. Now, I've taken the dome off just for a minute, because again, when this came stock, it was not two-tone. I painted that two-tone again because I just think it looks, I didn't bother with the neck, I just think it looks better when the dome's on it. The biggest issue with this is the size of the grille. It's huge. The speaker obviously sits under there. It's a bit plasticky looking. The plastic's quite obvious, but for, I think it was, what was it, £120 or something, 100, I don't know. I think it's brilliant. I mean, you've got the neck piece comes off. I don't need to take it off. I'm sure you've seen that before. I'll take the batteries out. Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, I thought the batteries out. So you've got the breathing sound, which is actually really cool. The black lenses. Detail on this is really, really nice. Again, for 100, whatever it was, 100 or quid, I think I painted that silver. It wasn't silver originally. It's a great mask. Again, it's not screen accurate. Let's put the dome on. Not screen accurate. Well, not... yeah, I personally think that it flares too much. I think there's too much air going on here. But I think they did that so that you can see the detail on the neck. That's my take on it anyway. Again, does it look like Darth Vader? Yes. Is it wearable as Darth Vader? Not for 501st, just in general, yes. So Black Series original. Again, I painted it so it wasn't like that stock. Now, sticker in Black Series. This just goes up a notch from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. This looks This looks really good. This is stock painted. I haven't touched this. That really nice dark gunmetal black, I think they call it, gunmetal grey, sorry, with the amber lenses, the red lenses. Again, the detailing is obviously the same as the other one, but the colour is correct. You can see those lenses now, just beautiful. The inside's really nicely done. 100 things, but again, I think it's £100. Obviously, it comes apart, you know it does. I haven't got batteries in this one. I knew there was one I haven't got batteries in. It all comes apart, so I'm sure you know. Let's do it anyway, just for the sake of it. So you've got the neck piece. The detailing is brilliant. For the price on this thing, it's unbelievable. Can't actually remember how it comes apart. Oh, it's magnets in it. There you go. So you've got the face there. I mean, just to have it like that, though. Can you imagine, right, being a kid? Like, well, I can't imagine because I was a kid once. Being a kid back in the day, right? I'm 48 now. When you first watched Star Wars, and later on in life, being able to own a helmet that's got like the Return of the Jedi reveal with this much detail in it for about 100, 120 quid. Like, you couldn't imagine that, right? So people do knock this. It's a toy. To me, it's very, very well made. I mean, the seams in that aren't particularly great, but much smaller grille. Yeah, just a you know, overall, just a really, really nice Darth Vader mask and a helmet. Sorry. Okay, let's have a look at this. There's a bit of sunglass. Apologies, Michael Myers over there. There's a bit of sunglass, but this now then, beautiful. What a piece to own. Now, is this screen accurate? It's covered in dust, so I just put it off my shelf. Is this screen accurate? No. There's a bit of controversy about this, actually. So it's made by Shepperton Design Studios, by Andrew Ainsworth and his team. Did Andrew Ainsworth work on Darth Vader for the original films or any of the Star Wars films? No. He was the original maker of the Stormtrooper outfits, as I'm sure we all know. So when I brought this, I actually went down to his shop in Shepperton. This is about, I don't know how many years ago, 8 years ago I want to say. And it was just sitting there on display, and it was 550 quid, and I was flush at the time, and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to buy it. Do I ever regret buying it? No, not at all. It's made from fiberglass. It's not cheap plastic. It's got the correct two-tone paint. It's heavy as hell. Size-wise, it's about there or thereabouts, I believe. Now, here's where the controversy starts. No one seems to know the lineage of this helmet. I can't say the word lineage. Of where this helmet even came from in the first place. Andrew Ainsworth has taken it off their website now. They don't even sell it anymore. And if you look at the if you look at the prop forum, there's a lot of people hating on this. There's a lot of people saying it's got the dome off one, helmet off a copy of something, and a faceplate of something else. And Andrew Ainsworth had no right to be casting Darth Vader helmets. What does he know about Darth Vader helmets? Blah, blah, blah. I don't get involved in all that stuff because I just don't. The guy's trying to make a living. I understand what they're saying though, but to me, is that Darth Vader? Oh yes, 100%. Does it look menacing? Absolutely. It's a thing of beauty, and it weighs, I say it weighs a ton. Let's have a look. Let's take, oh my God, I'll try this one-handed. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. Don't do these things one-handed, guys. Don't do it. It's not worth it. So, does it have the correct shape, the way the original piece here was made? Yes, I believe so. It's got the two-tone paint, as I said earlier. It's got black lenses, and they are atrocious. Forget this is a display piece. Look, it's like looking through Vaseline. Well, I've never looked through Vaseline, but that's what I imagine it's like. You can't see shit in this. I put some padding in it. It didn't have any padding in it whatsoever. It had this strap. I put this padding in because, again, I've got a pea head. My nose was rubbing against here, so I put a piece there so my nose rubbing. Put these in to hold it to my neck. It fits actually really nicely now. It came with this display stand. The dome itself, I've got Star Wars helmets everywhere. It's signed by Andrew Ainsworth. You've got the two magnets there, as you can see, probably. From the texture, it's full fiberglass. As I said, it is heavy. I like this helmet. Again, people hate on it. I understand why they hate on it, but at the same time, it's Darth Vader, and the build quality is very, very good. So anyway, there you go. That's my. Oh no, we're going to look at one more. Let's look at Boba Fett. 2 seconds, and we'll come back. Okay, this to me is one of the best Star Wars helmets that Black Series have done. The quality on this is unbelievable. It wasn't painted red in there, by the way. I painted that just because I liked it. You've got the arm that comes down, the viewfinder that comes down, little light, supposed to come on. Yep, look like it does come on. Don't think it would come down far enough. So you've got the viewfinder. The inside on this, you're not really able to see, I don't think, but the inside on this is stunning. The detail, the attention to detail they put into this is second to none. It just looks, the size-wise, the weight of it's got a nice weight to it. It doesn't look as much like a toy, I don't think, as some of the others. The dent looks nice. I put a little bit more work in there. It was very, very silver, so I went back in there with a dry brush and just put a bit more of like a blaster black residue around it. This is a beautiful piece. Yeah, just a very nice Boba Fett helmet. So, not Star Wars, but I'm going to show you something else very quickly. 2 seconds. Now, I know this is Star Wars, about my Star Wars helmets, but I just thought as an add-on towards the end, I'm currently working on this. Look at this thing of beauty. Robocop, it's more the Robocop 2 colour in, the Robocop 1 was more silver, this is the more the bluey, sort of purpley colour. That is an absolute thing of beauty. That was 3D printed, it's been sanded and painted. Okay, and you've got the chin piece as well that goes with it. Again, very shiny. Okay, that was 3D printed, so that goes obviously part of the helmet, as you know. Obviously fits, so you get the idea, right? But this is the current project. So obviously it's full of primer and stuff like that in a minute. As you can see, this is a 3D printed sculpt of the reveal mask from Robocop 1. Peter Weller takes his helmet off and you see his face underneath. Now obviously at the moment, as you can tell, it's in, well, not early stages. This is, you wouldn't believe, probably look at this, this is hours and hours and hours of sanding gone into this so far. Which you can see, this, you can't really see it, but this is smooth now, very smooth. I've got so much more to do. This, the face, you can't really hear now because the lines have gone, which is a good thing. When I used to, here there a bit, when I used to run my fingernail across there, you could hear the lines. It's like in the print. Obviously I'm starting to get rid of those lines now. So we're at really, not early stage, but early stage. So I'm going to continue sanding this down, make it as smooth as I can, then obviously start painting it. Going to hand paint all the small details, and then we've got the blue stroke sort of purple paint for the bulk, and then the black bits and some gold bits, and then obviously then we're going to work on the skin, the tone. That's my current project. It does, I won't do it on camera because it's a pain in the ass to do it, but this does fit directly over that's over the face, the chin piece. It all fits together. It's all taken from the same 3D print. So you obviously sitting there like that. It's all taken, so it all fits as one thing. It's going to look immense when it's done. I cannot wait to get it done. So that's going to be that's a project. So if you like what you see, if you like what you see in this video, and you want to continue watching, that's going to be the next project that I'm going to hopefully upload. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Little look through all my Star Wars helmets. As I said at the start, some of them are screen accurate, some of them aren't, but I like the collection. It's great. I'm a geek, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Catch you soon. Take care.